need to learn from our successes and from our temporary failures. In any kind of activity, there's three phases. There's the basic principles of relationships, and there's the goals that we set. And then there's the process, and then there's attaining the result itself. All of these three things. So successful organizations and successful individuals, they're always looking to see whether they're getting the results that they want. And if they're not getting the results that they want, then they understand, if I'm not getting the result, then either I haven't understood the basic principles, or my goals are incorrect, or I'm not carrying out the process correctly. And if I am getting the results that I want, or even better, then again I can learn, okay, what are the basic principles here? I can learn something more. And what can I learn about the process? Give you a simple example. Supposing that we find that fewer people are coming to our meetings instead of more people coming to our meetings. Now, our mission was to become more effective in helping more people to become happier in Krishna consciousness. So if we're getting fewer people, then remember that there are 5 essential tasks: attracting people, befriending them, giving them education and training, engaging them according to their talent, and helping and supporting them. So either, if we're getting fewer people, it means either we're not very good at attracting people or befriending them when they come, or our present people, they're just fading away because we're not helping them, we're not giving them the education and training that they need, or they're not being engaged according to their talent. So in this way we can learn from our results so that we can understand, first of all, whether we understand the basic principles, and then secondly, whether we're carrying out the process correctly. Some basic wisdom. A very intelligent person learns from the successes and failures of others. An intelligent person learns from his own successes and failures. An unintelligent person never learns from success and failure. If I go on doing what I'm doing, then I'll go on getting what I'm getting. If I want to get something different, then I'll have to do something different. And if I want to get something really different, then I'll have to do something really different. And that probably means I'll have to become a different person in some way, a better person. Another definition is, what's the definition of insanity? Insanity means going on and on and on, doing the same thing and expecting different results. These cycles of success and failure are an essential basic part of the Vedic wisdom. In the wisdom tradition, the basic principles called sambandha, but literally it means relationship. It refers to the basic relationships and also the basic principles. For example, Thakur Bhaktivinoda says sambandha gyan, knowledge of sambandha, means we have to know what is the soul, what is matter, what is illusion, what is love, who's the controller, what is the perfected stage, and so on. 7 aspects. He dictates 7 aspects. And then the process, the means, abhideya. And the goal, reaching the goal, not determining the goal, but actually reaching the goal, attaining the goal, that's prayojan. So this is an essential part of the Vedic wisdom. My Guru Maharaj gave the example. In business, nobody wants to do business without a profit. So profit is the prayojan. And then there's a relationship. For example, he says 2 people meet, they have lunch together, they begin to talk together, they make some agreement. That's the sambandha. And then abhideya, the process, means actually doing the business and carrying out the interactions, transactions. He gave another example, marriage. So in India, marriage means they want children, or at least previously. In the traditional, everybody wanted to have children. So that's the prayojan. But you can't have children without a relationship. So in India, the marriages were arranged originally, traditionally. So when the husband and wife, initially they're told, oh, this is your husband, this is your wife. So this is a relationship. And then when they actually live together, interact with each other, associate with each other, then naturally children can come. So that's the process, abhideya. So relationship is the sambandha, and then process of association is abhideya, and then the children coming, that's the prayojan. These principles, relationship, sambandha, process, abhideya, result, prayojan, They are actually answers to three essential questions: what, how, and why. What means, what are we going to do? What's the actual situation? That's sambandha. That's the relationship and basic principles. Then how? How are we going to get what we want to get? Or how are we going to do what we want to do? This is abhideya, the process. And then why? Why are we doing what we're doing? Because there's a specific result that we want to get. Organizations are also activity on the parts of their members. So they also have these three aspects. In the first place, they're goal-oriented entities. They have some, generally speaking, organizations, they have some goal. Just like Bhakti-samaj has a mission. We want to help people to become happy in Krishna consciousness, and we want to help heal society. Then, the organization also has the abhideya aspect. There's a process going on in the organization. What they do, how they reach out, how they operate, how they interact with each other, members. And then finally, there's the results. What's the result? The result is that members of the organization have to be happy. Members and stakeholders. Stakeholders means anyone who's affected. So who does that mean? It means the members of the organization, it means our gurus, it means the Supreme Lord, and it means everybody surrounding the organization as well. The organization has to be a source of satisfaction for everybody. And then this cycle, it becomes a positive spiral. We're learning from our successes and going up more and more. Write down an example of a successful cycle where you did something in order to get a particular result and you actually achieved as well as you expected or better than you expected. Now, write down an example of an unsuccessful cycle where you did something in order to get a particular result and you achieved less than you expected or hoped for. From these two examples, what did you learn about the basic processes involved? About relationships, perhaps, about the way that things work, about yourself. What is happening in your sangha that you're really happy about? What good results are you getting from the activities in your sangha, in your community? What results in your community are you not happy about? What would you like to change? How are you going to get more of what you want and less of what you don't want? What is your personal experience of assessing processes and results and learning and improving? And what is your personal experience of not assessing what's happening, not learning from results, and not improving? What would you like to change in yourself? What are you going to do about that?